You guys, I really, I cannot even tell you how grateful I am that you all came out for this. Like, I've been working for this for many months, every day, and I expected literally a quarter of the amount of people that showed up, so it's just like, I'm kind of blown away. Thank you so much. And now that I have all you here, I have a very special timeshare opportunity. It'll take a few hours of your time. So what you're going to hear tonight is you're going to hear 6 stories. I love to make up stories, and so you will hear 6 stories set to song. See, that all started with S's in history? I thought of that ahead of time. Anyways, the first, we're going to start the set with the end of the world. Sure. On that night, the city woke from the same dream. Not a whisper, no one spoke, they all knew what it means. The closing of the book had come as no surprise. They'd always known the night would come when the sun would never rise. And so they walked to the beach. You guys like this group though, right? What happened? The whole city woke up. They had the same dream, and then something happened.
End of the world.
The end of the world happened to them. I think that's what happened.
Were they singing something?
It's all familiar, fell away. That's right. There was a new joy filled their veins, and as they watched the moon collide with the atmosphere, the fire burned the sky, and they sang, ooh, ooh, ooh. On that night, a girl wandered slowly towards the sea. As each step falls, the memory fades of what she used to be. She felt herself grow lighter as the world slowed its spin. She touched her toes to the water and waited for the end. Then the waves turned round, and her body left the ground. With her mind at rest, she used the last breath left in her chest to sing, ooh, On that night, the father holds the infant in his arms. As he listened to the sleeping sounds, he smiled in the dark. If he had been a good man, or if he had been worse, he'd still be the one he was on the last night of earth. And so he lay the boy to bed, and as he kissed his sleeping head, he sang, ooh, 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 ooh. Alright, this next one is not one of my stories. This is a song story by Nick Drake, who's been one of my favorites since I was a kid. Which is amazing actually, because I really don't like a lot of the music that I liked as a kid. For instance, ball with the ball to bang the ball. How was that acceptable to me at one point? So anyways, this is Riverman by Nick Drake. It's a cool one. It's in 5/4 for you music nerds out there. Lady came by on her way, said she had a word to say about things today, and falling leaves. Said she hadn't heard the news, hadn't had the time to choose a way to lose, but you refused. When I see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the plan for lifetime. If he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows and all night shows and sometime But he said she prayed today for the sky to blow away, or maybe stay. She wasn't sure. When she thought of summer rain calling for her mind again, she lost the pain and stayed for more. Gonna see the riverman, gonna tell him all I can about the band. I'm feeling free. If he tells me all he knows about the way his river flows, I don't suppose it's meant for me. Oh, how they come and go. Oh, how they come and go. I'd like to give a special thanks to my water bottle.
Me too. Yeah.
Through the good times and the sad, the finest vessel I ever had. there's a good monster. He is called the Wendrel. There's a bad monster. He is called the Wargle. In this song, they fight. Toxic breath to rot our flesh had come to bring the fall. He was 20 miles head to tail, rained pus poison showers. His wretched form was pimpled with the heads he had devoured. But some of us, we still believed in the beast that brought the warmth and made the green grow. It's lay that evil wargle bring all the land to right again, we hoped. Again, ooh, he'll seize that wicked head. Ooh, when the Wendrel walks again, he'll bring another 1,000 years of spring. The deepest, foulest crevice, the Wargle slithered out and swallowed up the ones we loved into his ugly snout. We long ago forgotten our faces and our names, just 50 wretched shells of men were all that did remain. Then came the day that should have been our end. The evil one had found us and soon he would descend, until we heard the sound of thunder from the north, a rumbling in the ground, while east came he forth. Lightning he was born from the mountain as his egg, with wings that cause a storm and 100 arms and legs, and the sky turns to gold as the sun shines through his mane, and all our hands did hold as we blissful called his name. Ooh, the Wendrel walks again. Ooh, and just before the end. Ooh, the Wendrel walks again, and with him comes 1,000 years of spring. Wendrel in the trance of death, and through the air he tore. Electric legs met poison breath, half the earth destroyed. They disappeared into the stars, but on their battle waged, we couldn't see, they were too far, we'd wait 11 days. In the deafening crash, a mighty flash, it burned. Our eyes were full of tears as we gazed. Into the skyward came the golden mane, soaked in the blood of evil. While I'm talking about it, I'd like to thank my students and their parents for coming out. So many of them. It's so awesome. Next, we have another song. Alright, this next song takes place, this is another story, takes place right in this very spot, about 2,556 years ago. When there was nothing but green forested hills from the bay to the sea. So you know how when you're walking along the beach at night and you're the only creature left in the world, and you're trying to find this woman who's been calling your name in your dreams, you know what I mean? And then you finally find her and you swim out into the ocean, and then she pulls you to the bottom of the sea where your body's torn apart and then put back together, and then she finally brings you to a new land where ultimately you find salvation. Yeah, so like anybody who's been through that will definitely resonate with this next one. It's called The Deep. It's really serious too. It's serious, people. Softly through the sand, the sea of endless black water, at the edge of a dead gone land. He searched the dark eternal for she who whispers in sleep. He, night walker, must find her, daughter of the deep. The deep. He knew not what he hoped to find until that moment on the shore. An echo soft in his mind, a woman's voice so pure. Come, step into the water. No longer in darkness need you creep. 'Tis I, the ocean's daughter, to bring you to the world abide the deep. Bring you to the deep. Till he could paddle no more, he began to sink, reaching for a hold. He thrashed and twisted as he slipped into the cold. The voice in his mind grew sharper, louder. He did as she told, and breathed the water. Then warm arms wrapped him, pulled him through the deep. She led him fast to the dark, the icy water pulsing through his heart. Violent shaking, flesh eroding, bones breaking, body imploding. He screamed to die, she wouldn't hear. Stop your cries, we're nearly there. At the center of the world, shining stars, explosions of creation, tearing him apart. He was a disembodied mind, watching his pieces reform. There at the center of time was a perfect creature born. But it felt like going up. The water went from black to gray to blue. Just below the surface he turned to look. His eyes unused to sunlight saw kind of do this all the time. So I have one more song, but before I play it, I want to once again thank you guys so much for coming, and a special thanks to my mom and brothers who came down from LA. Awesome cousins from the Bay.
We love
got
you
this
too.
Awesome teaching job down in San Mateo. My amazing boss Simone and my coworkers showed up too. It was great. Who else? Oh, super good friends everywhere. If you don't fall into any of those categories, then you must have just found this place while walking by on the street. So anyways, and one more thanks for Danny Berliner, and he runs the venue here and does an amazing job. And as the artists and musicians of the city are sort of pushed to the sea, not a bad place to be pushed, but that's the way it goes. We need more spaces like this, and as far as I know, it's the only thing like this in the Outer Sunset, where you have people, a gallery for artists, and a venue for musicians, and it's a really cool thing, and I hope you guys will come back and check out some more stuff. They've got awesome stuff going on just about every night. So, yeah. Okay, more guitar stuff. Okay, so this song is about a very unique relationship that I had as a kid to insects. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. On the one hand, I absolutely love them. And I could just lay on my belly and watch ants just do their thing for hours. Love to catch caterpillars and hope that they would turn into butterflies while I was watching. It takes a long time. I never had the patience for it. But then on the other hand, I would just brutally murder them. And I don't know why. And I'm so glad that didn't progress into bigger things. This song is for, wait, just one quick story. I was talking to my friend about this a couple months ago, and he told me when he was 6, he put a bunch of roly-polies in a Ziploc bag, and then just he told me he was trying to collect their souls. It was so sick. Anyways, this is for all you bug-loving boys and girls out there. This is called All the Creeping Things. All the creeping things that creep upon the earth, roly-poly salamanders living in the dirt. Well, today was the 4th best day of my life. I caught a praying mantis alive. I showed my mom's friend what I had got. I thought he'd be amazed. He was not. I watched the spider build a web until I get cold inside for bed. While I slept, she caught a fly. She melted its guts, then sucked it dry. To all the creeping things that creep upon the earth, baby lizards, caterpillars running down my shirt, ladybug on my finger, stay as long as you please. I'll do my best to hold still, but I think I've got to sneeze. Well, I had a tadpole since last fall. He never did turn into a frog. I will give him my birthday wish so he don't keep a-living like a fish. And I'm so sorry, Mr. Snail, for the time I put salt on your tail. You bubbled and oozed and writhed with pain. I didn't know what to do, so I squashed your brain. a rock at a honey hive. I tried to run, but bees are fast. I tried to hide, but bees are smart. At least my mom let me watch TV. But she also let my brother watch TV. Which isn't fair because he wasn't stung by bees. All the creeping things upon the earth. Roly-poly salamanders living in the dirt. Tiny toad on my shoulder, I know you'd rather be free, but I feel myself getting older and do enjoy your company. Kyle and the Genie and I will all be hanging out. So come say hi. And thanks again so much for coming. I couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
Yeah.